Hey Guru Nation, how's it going? So I wanted to make like a little documenting. We have a site initiation visit today for a new study at Yuma Clinical Trials, and it coincides well. It's like a timely topic because we have a lot of research naive people starting sites. We have a lot of research naive coordinators getting into research. There's something like over 100,000 vacant jobs in research that can't be filled for whatever reason. So like this is a timely topic. Source, creating your source documentation. For the most part, sponsors will not create source for you. Sometimes it happens. I honestly wish it would happen more. There's a lot of reasons why they don't. Liability is one of them. Liability is the main one. We're not going to get into why, because that's like a 30-minute podcast at least. But most of the time they won't do it for you, so you've got to do it. So what does that mean? That means you really got to know the protocol really well. Here's the good news. If you're research naive, you can still learn the protocol just as well as someone who has experience doing research, because every protocol is different. No matter how much experience you have, when you get a new protocol, you are naive to that protocol, just like the person with 20 years of research experience. If you have 0 years of research experience, you guys are starting on an equal playing field. You both need to learn the protocol. So saying that you're research naive, so you don't know how to read a protocol or study a protocol or create source documents, is just an excuse. You can't be doing that. Right? I noticed this from a lot of our clients who are research naive and join us for our site services, DSCS. Well, we will make the source for you, but we're not learning the protocol for you. It's impossible for us to learn every protocol that's out there. That's your responsibility as a site owner, regardless of your experience level, to learn protocols and utilize your CRAs. We're gonna have a SIV today. We've created our source. I went through the source yesterday to some extent. I'm gonna do more today to make sure it lines up correctly with the protocol. I'm going to utilize this time at the SIV not just to allow the monitor to read slides and do what they want. I'm going to ask them, hey, can you take a look at our source? Does it look okay to you? Is there a particular order of assessments that the sponsor wants that either I missed from reading the protocol or that the sponsor prefers but it's not explicitly stated? Because some of these protocols complicated, like you got to know it backwards and forwards. So use that time to ask your CRA, is there a particular order of assessments? 80% of the time when sites get in trouble for following their source, which was created incorrectly, it's due to order of assessments, because they didn't follow the order of assessments. So that's something you can solve at SIV, and it's something you can easily modify, whether you're using paper source or electronic source. It doesn't matter. The CRAs are the experts on the study, and use the site initiation visit. You haven't seen any patients yet, so use the SIV as your opportunity to make sure that your source is correct. So that's the biggest thing. If you're research naive, it doesn't matter. You can learn a protocol. Learning the fundamentals of research is going to help you navigate through the studies when you're actually seeing patients better. There's no substitute for experience, but learning a protocol, learning inclusion-exclusion criteria, learning what needs to be done when and at what time points doesn't require research experience. It requires you to know the protocol, and that's your responsibility as a coordinator, and that's your responsibility as a site director. So we're going to do behind the scenes look at this SIV. I'm going to try to maybe even interview the CRA and see if he's up for it, and just kind of walk you through the SIV as much as I can. But I just wanted to start off with this because it's super important.